I'm Dr. Robi Ludwig. Welcome to The Pivot. Today we have an award-winning storyteller, Rob Jacobs. He's been in the business for over 20 years, and he's here to tell us about his latest project called LonelyFans, where he exposes the underbelly of the very challenging world of OnlyFans. Rob Jacobs, welcome to The Pivot with Dr. Robi Ludwig. You are an accomplished writer, producer, director, and one of my favorite films you produced, Freud's Last Session.
Yes, indeed.
Love that movie so much I can't even tell you.
Yes, it was such a work of art. It was a great experience working on that project. Such a great message.
Yeah. And I love Freud. I wish I was connected to his genes in some way. But since that didn't happen, I get to experience him through you and his work. But we are really here to talk about something slightly different, a new docuseries that you are producing about OnlyFans with your new docuseries called LonelyFans.
Because at the end of the day, it's really not about the sex. It's about the connection. They want someone to talk to. It's a lot of lonely people. And I'm just there to fill the void.
Let's just say this woman has like a 120 IQ. She has the acumen to be an incredible litigator or a cardiologist, but she could make $300,000 a month showing her butthole on OnlyFans?
Tell me what inspired you to go there.
This technology is literally crippling humans, and it's putting us back so many years where we're so disconnected, even though the technology is meant to connect us, even though the dating apps are meant to bring certain right people together, but there's a lot of corporate greed and a little misconception going on. So I said, all right, let me take a look into this. And as we dove deeper, it's like, whoa, there's so many rabbit holes. Like, we set out to make a movie, and now this is like an 8-part series.
When you were talking about this project that you were doing, you acknowledged that it's very easy to get into a judgmental mindset. We could judge the women who are making money off of these men in OnlyFans, and we can judge the men who are using it. But you decided to eliminate that judgment and focus more from it seems like a sociological perspective.
Yeah, I think, pointing blame doesn't really help anybody. This platform, and there's many platforms, but OnlyFans really exploded during the pandemic, and there's a lot of people that needed work, they needed to make money, and this was a fast way to make money from your home. But if you really dig deeper, it's supply and demand, and why is the demand so high for that? And it's what we do, which is marketing. My background, I came up in the heyday of music videos, where we were making $1 million music videos, and I did a lot of luxury commercials for luxury brands. And what we're selling is sex. Sex sells, and when you're inundated with that from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed, it's just overkill. We didn't have these devices. We've got so many of them now. I've got like 4 of them here on my desk that are alive. These things are alive. So I don't know. It's changed us as the way that we communicate, the way that we interact, and the way that we value ourselves.
It's also, from a psychological perspective, it's a way to not be intimate, and a way to not be vulnerable. And it's a way to feel in control of that feeling connected, or that sexual connection, without really having anything at all. And the problem is people want easy, and they fool themselves. And part of pursuing a real relationship, sometimes it includes a lot of failure. Sometimes it includes heartbreak. Relationships are not easy all the time, and they're not supposed to be. So it's almost like cotton candy for dinner. It almost sounds like the same thing. And you point out the type of men who seem to be vulnerable to this type of sale.
There's a term for these guys, and there's some women too, but they're called simps. And it's like from the root word simpleton. And they're people that just let others take advantage of them, and they enjoy pain. They enjoy the fact that they know that it's not real, but they still can't say no to it. And some people, they don't know that it's not real, which is even worse, because a lot of people, which we uncover in the docu-series, you're not talking to who you think you're talking to. You might not even be talking to the same sex that you think you're talking to. There's guys that want to meet other men, they're talking to women. There's women guys that want to meet women, and they're talking to men. It's a big job and a big business in some of these other countries. And we've uncovered call centers of people that do this.
And for your docuseries, you didn't just stick to the United States. You were in various continents to tell this story.
Absolutely. It's definitely a global story. Like, we went around the world and back. We've gone to Dubai, London, the Philippines, Thailand, Mexico, all over the U.S., L.A., Las Vegas, New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, New York, and people all feel the same. We're talking to creators, we're talking to policymakers, we're talking to the simps, we're talking to moms that are doing this, the girl next door that's doing this. People who have professional lives and jobs, some famous people that do it, and also people in the church. It gets dark too, because it's all fun and games until someone gets murdered.
Right.
Until someone gets stalked.
I think this is dangerous. I hear this and I'm like, I wouldn't want to be a woman who was seducing men who may be crazy and have anger issues and stalking issues, which is very possible.
One of the people we interviewed talked about how, it's tough for them that they had to move away from their hometown. They had to, change their whole identity. There's, once you put something like that out there on the web, and the site's not that secure, so people take those images and videos, and they end up on other sites that they're not supposed to be on, and they're not so private as the person that is making the money thinks that it is. And one woman had to explain to her kids that found out about it.
Oh, that would be a nightmare.
Yeah.
And what did she say? Did she feel it was worth it? Do these people feel that it's worth it to me, it almost seems like selling your soul. I'm fine with anyone doing whatever they want to do, but the price seems really high to me.
The price is extremely high. I don't think people realize that, because the shiny object, the fact that, I have to have this trip, or I need this designer, or whatever, this bag or these shoes or this car, because that's what we see all day. And the people that are on Instagram that are showing off stuff, whether it's theirs or not, it just, the human looking at it all day long says, where's mine? I want that too. And I don't want to wait 30 years to get it.
Yeah. Did you notice any similarities or differences when you were interviewing people across the world? Did anything stand out to you, either in terms of the female or male models who were selling sex or the idea of sex, and as well as the person who's buying these relationships?
The people that are buying, sometimes they're not even wealthy people. They're your everyday person that is spending, most of their check on it. It's the same story no matter where you go. It's interesting because it's dating, it's a relationship, it's attraction. And you see something walking by on the street, a person that you're attracted to, but you don't have the courage to talk to them, no problem. You can find a similar looking person on the computer and they'll build a relationship with you for just keep paying, just keep paying. And, you know, you can't blame them.
So you understand that. What's the piece? See, to me, I hear that and I'm like, they're not in life in a real way. And ultimately, they're trying to assuage that feeling of loneliness, but can that really be done?
No, it can't. It's all an illusion.
So the dating apps, what are they set up for? Are they set up to connect people, or is there something else that it's really trying to nefariously accomplish?
It's consumerism.
And you have a special way of shooting your documentary series, and you call it the immersive style. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Absolutely. It's definitely an immersive experience. It's sort of like the train's moving fast. Just hold your hand out and you're on this ride. The way it's shot, it's very in your face. It's sexy. It's over the top. But it's scary at the same time. It's definitely a ride. It's fast paced. I'm not the type of person that will sit through something slow. So the aim was to make something very in your face, and immersive as much as possible. And some people may like that or some people may not, because we do play heavy on the sexiness of it, because it's real. It's what it is. So it needs to be.
And I think it needs a warning label. And perhaps that's what your docuseries will help people to achieve. A warning label that if you delve into this lifestyle, here are the consequences, here are the side effects that you need to consider before you decide to delve into this dangerous world.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the companies, they have a duty of care that they should be taking, and they're not. There should absolutely be a warning label on these sites, on these apps, so that people know what they're getting themselves into.
Well, I am so excited to see your docuseries when it comes out, and it's just been really thrilling to meet you. You are so talented. Is there anything else you'd like to share or state in terms of, your personal pivot in terms of creating this type of work?
It's exciting to be able to create this type of entertainment. It's exciting that docu-series have taken off in a whole new light, and nobody watched documentaries many years ago. It'd be like you could school, and being able to have the ability and the platforms, and we've got some incredible interest from some amazing partners. So it's going to be a really, really cool run, and I'm excited to do more projects like this. We have a few others that are cooking at the moment as well.
It sounds like combining purpose with intention and creativity. And in my book, you can't get any better than that.
Yes, no, we definitely have to have a message. Everything that I do, I feel like should move us forward.
And on that note, I want to thank you so much for joining us and taking us on this ride to understand more about your docuseries. And I look forward to watching it. When does it come out?
I believe it'll be coming out in the fall.
So we'll stay connected and look forward to seeing it.
In the meantime, you can go to LonelyFansSeries.com.
Fantastic. And what will we see there?
You'll see the trailer, a few snippets.
Fantastic. Well, we'll make sure to direct people to the trailer and to you. And it's a thrill to have you here sharing the pivots of your profession and what you're trying to achieve.
Thank you very much.